I just want to give you guys a nice little cold start here. Check me out. I got the Borla exhaust on here. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, here we go. This is the final product. Perfect fitment over here. Look at that. Looks so sick. Perfect fitment. It's been a couple of days, so I probably got like 100 miles on it, and it's nice and settled. Looks really good. You can come from the side here and see perfectly flush. Perfect. Same thing with the front. Nice aggressive stance, and the alignment came out perfect too. It has like maybe like a 5% pull to the right, but after 200 miles, you take it to get an alignment. So here we go from the front. Looks really good. I'll get this side too. Super nice. Just from the back. Super low to the ground now. Not too low, but definitely lower. This is from the side. It's got a nice amount of poke to it. Looks really good. No rubbing on speed bumps or anything like that. Hasn't rubbed one time on anything. It looks really good. Super stoked. Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I know it's been a while, but today what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be putting on the Eibach Pro lowering kit on my 2022 Dodge Durango SRT 392. And you can see right here behind me, I've got the lowering springs over here. And what I started on was the back. I know a lot of people started the front first, but it doesn't really matter. So let's go ahead and jump down there, show you guys what I've got done. It's gonna be a bit of a step-by-step tutorial, but it's not gonna be, you know, I'm not going to be showing you every single bit of the process because I'm kind of learning as I go, but I'll show you guys the major steps and the major components. So let's go ahead and jump down there and show you guys what I got done so far. All right, check me out. So what I've got done so far is I've got the brake removed. I've got it just hanging up out of the way. Try to keep it in a safe place. That way it doesn't get all chewed up because those are the nice big Brembos and I don't want them to get all flaked up and everything. But what we did was we disconnected this sway bar right here, disconnected this upper control arm here. At least I believe that's what it would be called. And got those, excuse me. Those are two matching bolts right there. And what I'm getting ready to do is I'm actually trying to disconnect this sway bar end link here. So you got to hold the center while you back off the nut right there. So that's what I'm going to do right now. That way I've got this thing free, so this whole thing can move up and down. I just need it to drop down so I can actually pull this out. I have a spring compressor, but they said that you should be able to lower it down far enough without having to use a spring compressor. And I mean, it should be fine. I do got to take out this bolt right here on the bottom. We're going to take that out. I've got the truck on jack stands, and then I've got the support of this whole entire control arm assembly with the jack. That way I can kind of line up the bolt and pull that bolt out. Shock's going to stay in place. These should be free out of the way. And with this disconnected, I believe she should fall down and pull out of there. Looks like I see something back here too. It's a little arm back here. And looks like there's just a star key. Ooh, there's just a star key right there. I'm actually probably gonna just pop that off. That way this, whatever this is, doesn't rip off. It might be the parking brake, I'm not quite sure. But you can see the top of the shock, the top of the spring is right there. So it's, in theory, you know, it should just drop down and pull it out just like we did on the Ranger. So let's go ahead and get it knocked out. check that out, guys. We got it. So you saw I used my pry bar, my breaker bar, and we got it. Oh, just like that. So real quick rundown for you guys who are looking to do it. I did not have to do the sway bar, okay? You can see it's still together. Didn't have to do this one. And I left this one in because it's what's keeping the knuckle from flopping out. And it has plenty of travel up and down. I did disconnect the wheel speed sensor here just because I didn't want to rip it out. And with this mechanism back here, I just popped the ball off with that so I could have some room to play with, because I don't think, I guess it would have had enough, but better safe than sorry, right? So there we go. We got everything in there looking good. It's time to go ahead and put the new one in. So you guys can see it's got a little bit of bow to it here, and then here's the new ones. So we got to make sure that we have the words facing up, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and mess with it and see. Let me see this. Okay. There we go. Now you guys can see I got that seated up in there like that. All right, success. So you saw I am by myself, so I took my pry bar here, put it inside the A-arm, kind of got my body in here and put my belly on this and just kind of hung down. And since this is a little bit lower, I didn't have to pry it as much, obviously. Anyways, you got to start with the bottom first. I got the bottom orientated. You can see just like this one is right here, just like that. And so you can see that I just pried it down a little bit, and then I was able to slide the top in, and it doesn't really want to move too much. I mean, you can orientate it a little bit, but to have it just like the factory, the Eibach is facing exactly straight back. So let me go ahead and start buttoning this bad boy up. Let's go. All right, so we got it. Got it all assembled back here. This one got the flat spots of the washers right there lined up together. Got the speed sensor put back in. Got the shock bolt put back in. All I got to do is put the brake on, and I believe we are done with this side. Everything looks good, and everything is checked out. We got the orientation down there looking good. Hopefully you guys can see that. I also connected the little socket thing back there. And we are looking good. Let me get these brakes on and we should be good to go. Alrighty, here we are on the other side, and we are gonna go ahead and knock it out. Now that we've done one side, we know how to do it. It should be, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes faster, 15 minutes faster. So let's go ahead and get it knocked out. I'm gonna give you guys a little step-by-step here. So first thing we do is we take off the brake. There's 2 bolts on the back side. We hang the brake. We take this bolt out, free this. We take this bolt out, free this. Then we come over and we disconnect the bottom bolt for the shock down there, and that's going to free up this whole thing to hang down. We do a pry bar to push down even further to pop this thing out, and we push it back in, put the new one in, and we're good to go. All right, bow, we got that. Just like that. That was super quick. That was like, man, maybe 10 minutes. Tell you what, it's so much better once you know what you're doing. You know what I mean? 10 minutes. We got it out. That one was a little harder to get out. I don't know if you guys saw in the video, but I had to like kind of stand on the pry bar to pull it out. Hopefully we don't have to deal with that when we put it in, but time will tell, won't it? Time will tell. Now, we are going to switch this over. There we go. This out of the way. Just pop this in there. Make sure it's buttoned up in there. Oh, yeah, we're looking good. I'm actually thoroughly impressed at how easy this is. And I tell you what, you guys know I've worked on all kinds of old trucks and cars and stuff, and I cannot tell you how nice it is to work on something that's somewhat new. I bought this truck with 15,000 miles. It's got like 21 now. I've had it for pretty much a year, and man, it's just so nice to work on something that's not rusted, not corroded, not missing bolts, not stripped out. And man, I'm telling you, it's great. Plus having the right tools is awesome too, because I could not imagine doing this with just hand tools and no impact wrenches. Oh, oh yeah, we got it done. We got it done. Hell yeah. So, that was a breeze, man. I'm telling you. It's amazing. It's like when you're driving somewhere and it takes forever to get there the first time you get there. You know, the first time you're on your way and you finally get there, like, man, that took a while. And then the second time you go, it's like much quicker. Anyways, same thing with this. It was a breeze. You guys saw that I had to get my wife to come out here and step on the pry bar for me because this side was just a little bit too tight, you know, and it was an awkward angle for me to get in there, you know, with these big old pythons. I'm just kidding. But anyways, we got it and it looks good. The brakes are all good. Everything's bolted up. And I mean, literally guys, it was like 6 bolts. So you got 2 for the brakes, this one, and the 1 for the shock. And literally that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bolts, okay guys, 5 bolts. And that's all you need to drop this side and that side. That side I took off extra stuff because it was my first time. So, you know, don't want to break anything and have to run to the dealership or anything. So anyways, fantastic. You can see it's in there. The shock has got the nice orientation down in there. This one, actually the Eibach, I think it's like on the inside over here, but make sure that the letters are facing up, the rubber's at the top, and we are good to go. Oh yeah, so I've been getting it knocked out. I got the front strut out, and I'm gonna do a step-by-step for the next side. I just didn't want to waste y'all's time with me trying to figure everything out, but let me show you what I got so far. Okay, boom, there we go. So we got the knuckle free, got everything kind of disconnected. Speed sensor I took out again, but I didn't need to. And I got the brake down there wrapped in some towels, kind of just tucked out of the way. And we got this out, boom. So I've got a spring compressor. We're gonna go ahead and compress the spring, buzz this top hat off here. It's just a little rubber protector there on top of that. So we're gonna compress the spring, buzz the top hat off. I've got the strut marked. Ooh, you can see I got the shock marked here for the orientation, and then I can see here exactly where that thing sits. So let's go ahead and get it knocked out. Telling you what, this project is going by pretty smooth. Okay, I got it off. It was a bit of a hassle. The top nut, this right here, it was just spinning in here, and so the only option I had was to cut a slit in the boot and wrap my rag around it on the inside and then clamp it with this, because this whole shaft was just spinning inside the shock. Seems like it's a very common issue, and I'm not really stoked that I had to damage my boot, man. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it up real good, and I'm going to put some electrical tape and stuff on the inside. I mean, I think that's the only thing I can do. I guess once it's scrunched, it's kind of closed. So yeah, it's just a bummer, man. I definitely was not counting on doing that, and I tried to keep it as small as possible, but I cut it down on the inside. But man, anyways, we got it. We didn't damage the shaft or anything at all, so that's good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and swap one of these over and go ahead and compress the new spring on there. Okay, so I was struggling a little bit with that strut, and I finally got it figured out. And also I was dealing with a little bit of clearance issues with the compressor tool and the springs, because the springs are already, they have pretty close tolerance. So it took a little finagling. I had to kind of set them in there and then slide it up the coil. And then once I released it, I had to slide it back down so I could get it back out. I'll show you guys on the next one, but I got it all buttoned up now. Check it out. Boom. So just a quick rundown for you guys. I know that everybody wants to hear the whole thing. So what we did was we unbuttoned these three. Boom, boom, boom. We unbuttoned this, unplugged this, disconnected this, and disconnected this big guy down here. And then I also zipped this off and loosened this so I could take the strut out. This, they tell you to take the axle out, but I just took this off completely of this thing and it pulled it out. I didn't have to deal with taking the axle off and, you know, taking this nut off and all that stuff. I just didn't want to deal with that. So I got to put the brake back on, clip this thing back up in here. But other than that, it's completely buttoned up and it's ready to go. My work light was super helpful for this. So I ended up having to take a quick little break so I could feed the baby. And you can see she's still wrestling around over here a little bit. There she is. Okay, she's getting ready to lay it down now. So what a blessing, man. I tell you what. Whew, okay, cool. So it's the next day and I actually just got done completing the entire lowering kit. I actually messed up because I put the front coils on the rear and the rear on the front. That's why I had this weird monster truck in the front and super low and saggy in the back. I had to do a bunch of research and figure out what was going on. And I guess because I just went off of what the coils looked like, I didn't mind to look at the VIN number that's on there. There was a little pamphlet in there, but it just had like warranty information and stuff like that. So anyways, long story short, I swapped it around, took everything off, flipped them all around, and thank God, because I thought that maybe I got the wrong one or whatever, even though these have really good reviews. So, and I'll shut up and I'll let you guys see the final product. I'm super stoked. Bam, so here we go, check it out. So all four corners are 32 inches even off the ground. Mind you, I have not taken it for a test drive yet. I just got done and I need to go take a shower and stuff like that before I get in it. But look at this, much better, right guys? Oh man, so much more enjoyable. No more monster truck at the front. It's nice. You got like more than a hand in there, which is great. No more scraping. Yesterday when I test drove it, it was dragging everywhere. So it looks fantastic, man. I'm loving it. It's got a nice athletic stance to it. And you can see right there, it's perfect with the side of the fender here. It's completely flush right there, which is awesome. You can see right there, boom. Same thing with the back. It's nice and flush, but it's got that athletic stance to it. So I'm glad that it doesn't have that tire poke. I saw some guys had like 305s, and even like a 295 would have some poke to it. These are 285s, and it's got a little bit of stretch to it. It's perfect, and I think it looks fantastic, you guys. You can see right there. Bam. Oh, man. So I'll do a little rundown of everything that I've done to this thing so far. But man, the suspension came out great. You can really see those brakes in there, and it looks really good. I'll get a nice little back view here. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for the shocks and like the lowering kit. What I'm gonna do is in the next video, I'm gonna do a full walk around of the truck and show you guys what I've done. I haven't done a whole bunch, but I have done some stuff. I've done a couple of upgrades. I think I've done like maybe 5 or 6 upgrades to this thing since I've had it. And so I just want to kind of run through those things, kind of show you guys everything, take it for a test drive, and really just kind of give my 2 cents on owning this Durango. It's pretty much been a year for me now, and it's been great. I love it. It's fantastic. It's probably one of the best SUVs I've ever had. So anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully I helped out a little bit for all you guys out there that are trying to do this. I try to keep it short, sweet, and simple, not dive too much into it. Don't make the mistake that I did on the coils. As a matter of fact, for the coils, they have a RA on the front, or RA for the rear, and an FA for the front on the side of the coil itself. It has a serial number there. So do your research, take your time, don't rush. That was one of my biggest issues, is I rushed. I thought I knew what I was doing. And anyways, I paid the price for it. So 2 days later, we got it done. Well, actually, it took me 2 days total. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.